The purpose of this video is to walk you through the process of completing the next assignment, which is the Teenage Wasteland narrative writing task. The first thing you're going to actually do is listen as I read the story out loud to you and read along with me, and pay attention to the highlighted information throughout the text. What I did was I color coded the information that directly relates to characterization, and you're going to fill out this chart to help you complete the assignment. Any information that's highlighted in green is related to the character of Donnie, who is the troubled son. Daisy is Donnie's mother, and the information highlighted in yellow pertains to her. Amanda's information doesn't really pop up too much, therefore I left this blank for now, and it's likely that this row will remain blank. Matt, or the husband of Daisy, is also Donnie's father. His information is highlighted in blue. And Cal is Donnie's tutor. His information is highlighted in this orange rustic color. So what you're going to do as I read is a few things. You can stop the video and pay attention to what behavior is discussed or exhibited from that particular character. In the very beginning of the text, we see that Donnie is noisy, lazy, and disruptive. And then you're going to actually take quotes from the text also that I highlighted and place them in this column. Identify how this character thinks. Choose quotes from the text. So there's a little word bank at the bottom of this document that you can choose from to help plug in information in this in this left-hand column. This is where you choose 2 or more words from the list at the bottom of the page that'll help you define the character. You may not be able to complete this first row, though, until you're done reading the story and you have a full scope and understanding of how the character actually behaves. So this is not your actual task. This is kind of like the pre-writing or the brainstorming. Your actual task is to mimic the author's writing style so that a reader cannot tell the difference between which part you wrote or which part the author wrote. The author's last name is Tyler. So there's no actual ending to the story. You're going to complete the ending on your own, and you have to remain consistent with the characterization. Remember to keep characters consistent to how the author, develops them. Keep adding to the meaning and overall message that Tyler is trying to tell the reader, and come to some type of resolution or conflict as you complete the story. So now let's go ahead and begin to read the literature. And again, you can stop and start the video as you come across my color-coded information, and you can fill out at least this middle column and the third column of the chart. So this story is titled Teenage Wasteland. He used to have very blonde hair, almost white, cut shorter than other children's so that on his crown a little cowlick always stood up to catch the light. But this was when he was small. As he grew older, his hair grew darker, and he wore it longer, past his collar even. It hung in lank, taffy-colored ropes around his face, which was still an endearing face, fine-featured, the eyes an unusual aqua blue. But his cheeks, of course, were no longer round, and a sharp new Adam's apple jogged in his throat when he talked. In October, they called from the private school he attended to request a conference with his parents. Daisy went alone. Her husband was at work. Clutching her purse, she sat on the principal's couch and learned that Donnie was noisy, lazy, and disruptive, always fooling around with his friends, and he wouldn't respond in class. So this is the first information that I highlighted. Again, the yellow relates to Daisy and the green relates to Donnie, and I've filled out that information on the chart for you. Daisy behaves in this way. She's clutching her purse, which might show anxiety or nervousness, and Donnie is behaving in a way that's noisy, lazy, and disruptive.